Hey, are you guys ready to elevate your DIY skills? Well, of course you are. That's why you're here. I'm so excited to announce the HouseCalls Premium Ad-Free Membership. What is that? Well, you get a bunch of great stuff. You get exclusive member-only content. You can join me for live streams. We've got exclusive contests, sweepstakes, of course, easy-to-follow videos as well. Now, we've got a free 7-day trial. Just go to members.housecallsdiy.com.
We make things. We use our hands, minds, and machines to build, to fix, to improve. We're known as do-it-yourselfers, home improvement fans, fix-it fanatics, inventors. At our core, though, we're all makers. So let's jump in and make something. Hi, I'm Ron Hazelton. Welcome to the show. Today we're going to build a custom closet organizer for a child's room. The frame is fashioned from solid wood and copper pipe. Fully adjustable, it's an ideal family project with something for everyone to do. Next, we'll build a circular bench around a favorite backyard tree. It'll provide shady seating and a perfect place to take in a splendid view. Finally, I show you the modern version of something called a French cleat, one of the best ways I know of to hang pictures and large mirrors. Well, it's time to hit the road again. Today I'm headed west, way west, to Danville, California. This is the home of Bill and Susan Drummond. They're longtime friends of mine, and I'm looking forward to seeing them again. Their daughter Jenny wants to create some better storage in her closet for her clothes, toys, and games. And her brother Billy has agreed to help her. Good organization begins with a good plan. And Jenny has a very clear idea of what she wants. Well, Jenny, this is a great drawing. You did this yourself, right? Based on Jenny's drawing, I draw my own sketch, which I go over with the kids, just to make sure that I've gotten things straight. Jenny's closet organizer will consist of 3 sections. The ends of each section will have wooden legs connected together with lengths of copper pipe. Those ends will then be attached to each other with more copper pipe to form a freestanding frame. Finally, adjustable shelves will be added. Now that we're all agreed on the plan, we get ready to cut some uprights or legs that will form the ends. Okay, so Billy got the tape measure. What we're going to do now is measure 7 feet, starting from this end right here, down the length of this board. Pull it out. There's 1 foot. Perfect. That's it. And draw that line. Good. Have you got those saws that I sent you for your birthday? Can you get those?
Okay.
I think it's time to do some cutting. So what you have to do here is you have to sort of tip the saw up and sort of like this and go down that line. This is the first time Jenny is using the Japanese handsaw I gave her for her birthday. In minutes, she's got the hang of it. Look at that, huh? What a nice first cut with that new saw. Brother Billy wants to try too.
And down here.
So his sister gives him a quick lesson, and shortly, he's on his own. Yay! Bill arrives home just in time for he and Susan to help the kids with the next step, marking the locations for the holes into which we'll insert the copper pipe.
Good. Okay, 54.
For accuracy, we clamp the 4 uprights together and draw a single line across all of them at once. Now we're ready to drill the holes for our 1/2-inch copper pipes. It's important these holes be straight and perpendicular to the surface of the wood. To help us get the accuracy we need, we'll use this portable drill press, which attaches to any hand drill, and helps us keep everything in alignment. We'll only drill part of the way through the wood. This will keep the ends of the pipe from showing and prevent them from sliding out. After drilling our first set of holes, we rotate the uprights and get ready to bore a second set. These holes are for the stretchers that will connect the ends together. Since this copper pipe will be larger, we use a larger drill bit. With the wooden uprights ready to go, we turn our attention to the copper pipe that will connect them together. This is a pipe cutter right here. This is how we're going to cut the pipe. See this little wheel right here? Little sharp wheel? That's going to go right on the mark that I just made. And then we're going to turn this knob down here. And that's going to tighten this up. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this around like that. And every time I go around once, I'm going to tighten this a little bit. How many more? I don't know. There we go. Now, for the fun part, we're going to start actually putting this together, kind of like, I don't know, a giant Lego set. We start by squeezing polyester glue into the holes for the cross pieces. Actually, that's fine. Okay, and then turn it over, and we have to make sure that it goes. There we go. We're down. All right. Our first ladder. Let's high-five this, guys. Yay! After assembling the end sections, it's time to connect them together to form freestanding frames. To do this, we once again apply glue to the holes, insert the stretchers into one end section, and then set the other end section on top. Everybody line up their pipe. Now we repeat the process 3 more times. Okay, give them a little spin like this, twist them around. How are we doing? Well, we did it. 3 frames here. And you know, what I like about these is they're so light. Yeah? You know? Yeah, they really are light. Now, though, I want to get the shelves made to go in here. Now, this is called medium density fiberboard. Some people call it MDF. The reason I'm using it is because the edges, when you cut them like this, are they're free of voids or holes. They're very clean and solid, okay? The only problem is that this, like most shelves, would have a tendency to kind of bend or deflect over time. So we're going to have to add to the front edge here what I call a stiffener or a cleat. It's going to go right on the front edge. And then on the end of this, we're going to put a little hook. The hook will fit over the copper pipe on the ends. This hook will actually be a half hole that we'll make by clamping 2 boards together and drilling right where they meet. Now, see what we have here now are 2 little hooks. And these little hooks are going to go right over that piece of pipe like that. Now we glue the ledgers or stiffeners onto the shelf, flip the shelf over, drill a small pilot hole, and nail the cleat in place. The nails will hold the stiffener until the glue dries. One section of our organizer calls for a hanging bar. We'll make the brackets for the bar by first drilling an 1 5/8" hole in the center of a piece of 1x3. The hanging rod itself is made from 1 1/2" copper pipe, which we cut to length using a hacksaw. The pipe is inserted into the holes in the bracket, and the bracket is screwed to the frame. Okay, it's time for installation! All right. Bill and I move the frames into the closet and connect them together with screws. And then bring it back to me a little bit more. Jenny helps me position the adjustable shelves. And there's your bookshelf. Huh? Let's go get Pokemon. So what do you think? Is that what you had in mind?
Kind of.
Kind of.
I was just thinking that I play with my dinosaurs more than the stuff down here. So I was wondering if we could move this stuff up there and my dinosaurs down here.
You know, one of the beauties of this organizer is its flexibility. Regardless of how much Jenny's preferences may change as she grows older, this system will easily adapt to her needs. After all, it's inevitable that dinosaurs will someday give way to designer clothing. I'm headed out to Vista, California to visit Barbara Neerman and Rich Muehlbauer. They got a project they'd like a hand with.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning. How are you? Welcome to our little piece of the world.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You're BJ, I
I'm
guess?
BJ. Nice to meet you.
I'm
Great.
Rick.
Hey, Rick. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
And who's this?
This is Melody Blue, and she has a pine cone for you.
Melody Blue and Mallory Sky, Rick and BJ's 3-year-old twins, welcome me with a pair of pine cones. Then we're off to the backyard to see the source of those cones. Now that's a tree waiting for a bench if I ever saw one. You guys spend a lot of time out here in the yard?
We do. We love to spend time in the backyard.
It's our favorite place.
Okay, well, what I'm thinking of probably is something that's circular. It goes all the way around the tree. Uses the tree maybe as a back. Would that work for you?
Oh, that
Sounds
would
good.
be great.
After drawing a sketch of the bench, I run it by BJ and Rick. So this will be a 6-sided bench, a hexagon, and self-supporting. Have legs here at each joint like this. To build a bench, we're going to first construct 2 sides of our 6-sided hexagon. Actually, we'll make a pair of these. Then connect these 2 sections together with seat planks to form the complete bench. We'll start by cutting all the seat boards. Each end needs to be cut at a 30-degree angle. All right, I've set up a power miter saw here. This is where we're going to do all of our angle cuts. Here's all of our wood. We'll be using redwood today. We're here in California. Why not? It's great wood. We clamp the first board onto the miter saw and set the angle for our cut. BJ can hardly wait to get started. Okay, you want to try it?
No.
Well, not exactly.
This is intimidating for me
Yeah?
because this is why I'm married. So he does this stuff
He does
usually,
it.
right?
Uh-oh, that's all over now.
I
It's
know,
gonna be
really. I'm
different,
going to be,
different.
I am woman, hear me roar.
After a quick lesson, BJ not only roars, she makes the cut.
Awesome. I did it.
Did it? And look at
I
this.
saw I did it. That's
Look
great.
at this. A perfect 30-degree cut.
Oh, yeah.
Your first time.
That looks really
Isn't it
good.
nice and clean.
Whoa.
All right, so let's cut a few more of these.
Okay.
All right, Rick, you want to do the next one?
Sure.
With our first row of seat boards cut, we place them around the tree for a test. Okay, oh, that's great, Ed.
Okay, good.
All right,
Does
that
it
we've
fit?
got enough room, which obviously we do. We're not gonna have to worry about being too small. I also think this is probably a pretty good distance from the edge of the bench to the tree, you know, so you can lean back. Our bench seat will be 3 planks wide. To cut the 2 remaining boards to the proper length, we lay all 3 boards side by side with 1/4-inch spacers in between. Then use a straight edge to extend the lines from the first board to the second 2. After marking all our cuts, we lay the seat planks out on the patio to make sure we remembered enough of our high school geometry.
Looks great.
Time now to build the legs. And it's going to be very simply just 2 2x6s like this, and then across the top, we're going to put a couple of 1x4s. And we'll have 6 of these. Yeah, 6. All right, so let's lay these down to start with. And I'm going to place this on here. BJ uses a nail gun to temporarily tack the 1x4s to the legs.
So here.
Next, Rick drills clearance holes through them.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Great, guys. All right. Now, what we're going to do is drop in. This is a carriage bolt, galvanized. So we're just going to plunk these right in the hole here.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll give them a little tap just to set them. We turn the legs over and add a washer and nut to each carriage bolt. Rick and BJ tighten the nuts with a socket wrench, making sure the washers compress the wood just slightly. With all the legs completed, our next step is to attach them to the seat planks. We start by laying the seat planks on the patio upside down and standing the legs on top. Each leg is positioned directly over the joint where the sections of the bench come together. Rick and BJ drive screws diagonally through the legs and into the underside of the seat planks. This gives us just enough stability to turn the bench upright so that we can more securely fasten the legs. Broken neck in a way because it's not strong yet, so grab right into your corner.
Okay.
We're all going to lift together.
Okay.
And then just gently all the way over and on its legs. Now, this will be much stronger when we put the next set of screws in, okay? The next set of screws will be driven in from the top through the seat planks and into the leg cross braces. We countersink the heads to keep them well below the surface. With the 2 sections complete, we place them in position around the tree, looking for the most level spots. What I want to try to do is avoid having the legs fall on top of a root, because I'd like to not have to cut the legs off, and I certainly don't want to cut the roots of the tree. All right, so let's start here. We dig away enough soil to allow each bench leg to rest on a flat and level surface. This is where I earn my pay. That's California. I feel like I'm digging for gold here. Once the sections are level, we place them exactly 1 seat board's length apart, drop in the remaining planks, and secure them with screws. Our bench construction is complete.
Well, it's solid, looks good. You happy with it?
It looks great. I'm really happy with it, Ron.
Good.
It's going to bring enjoyment for years to come.
I hope so, yeah, and the little girls will grow up with this. One more thing I'd like you to do, sometime in the next few days, put some sealer on here, will you?
Okay.
The sealer will extend the life of the bench, keep it looking great, and protect the top from getting rough.
Of course, that'll make it more comfortable as well. So, it was fun working with you and the whole family, actually.
Thanks.
This was really, was a family project. Everybody got involved.
I have apple juice for the twins and champagne for the stars of
Oh,
the show.
champagne.
And that's the apple juice.
Oh, apple juice. I don't know about that.
And so, we undertake what I'm sure will be the first of many celebrations under the family tree. Got a favorite tree in your own yard? Well, why not circle it with a bench? You know, when it comes to hanging big, heavy objects like this, I'm always looking for an easy way to make sure that it's level, centered, and secure. That means it doesn't fall off the wall. And you know what? I think I found something. The core components of this system from Hangman Products are 2 strips of extruded aluminum. The first attaches to the back of the picture frame. Now notice the angled shape. To avoid the possibility of splitting, I first drill pilot holes, then install small panhead screws. The second strip mounts to the wall with the angle facing upward. These screws, exclusive to this system, have needle-like points that I can easily push into the surface with my fingers. The deep, coarse threads quickly pull the screw into the wall with just a few turns from a screwdriver. Each hanger comes with its own bubble level that snaps or slides into a groove in the strip. I move the unattached end of the hanger up or down until the bubble level is centered. Then I install a second screw. These first 2 hold the strip in position while I put in the remaining fasteners. Then the level simply slides out. The angled strip on the back of the picture engages the strip on the wall, guaranteeing the artwork will hang securely and level. Canvas art stretched over a frame merits its own version of this hanging system. The picture strip has a step offsetting it to the inside. I mount the wall strip as before, and when the hangers are engaged, they pull the artwork snugly up against the wall. Now, a really nice feature of all these systems is that I can slide the artwork left or right until it's exactly where I want it. Now, this is a very special piece right here. It's from my 6-year-old daughter's first art show, and it's in a metal frame, but this same system can still be used. In this case, a single wall strip simply engages the inside of the metal frame. Now, even when I'm hanging something as large as this system makes it a one-person job. And those are strong, too. This one is rated for up to 400 pounds.
To view today's projects again and countless more, go to HouseCallsDIY.com. Step-by-step home improvement tips when you need them.
I'm Brian Kelsey. Welcome to House Calls. Join us as we tackle some great home projects, as well as look back at favorites from Ron Hazelton on House Calls.